Welcome to DC.
And here it comes. Swing and a miss. And a World Series Game 7 winning Curly W is in the books.
Dagger! It's 1974. The Washington Capitals are the 2018 Stanley Cup champions.
Don't like that. I like that.
You gotta like that, right?
Despite all this, despite the churn, my approval ratings keep going up.
We are ready to give our 500% support back to this franchise, back to this city, back to this team after Snyder leaves. And then this is the poo-poo you put on the field.
For the very first time, the Washington Mystics are WNBA champions.
The Washington Commanders select JD5.
I'm going to support fake teams that can't ruin my life.
Did you call bank? I call game.
Thank you. Sorry to keep you waiting. Complicated business.
Defeating the Curse, episode 363. FP on mic 2. Andy Dalla with the stash. Man, that stash is just... For those that can't see it, it just draws you in. It's so intoxicating. Andy on mic 3. We expanded the DTC offline chat this week, adding our boy Peter. And then when the call went out to see who was joining, it's the same three folks. So we have a problem in the offline chat where everybody wants to partake, but nobody wants to do any work around here. We're trying to get the show moved on to Patreon. If you're listening to this and you haven't found us on Patreon, go do that. And while you're over there, for right now anyway, the Off-Season Movie Club, FP and I did a show randomly yesterday on a whim. We talked about, FP, what did we talk about? We talked about a terrible movie on HBO starring Marky Mark.
Flight Risk.
Terrible. And then we talked about the Diddy documentary, which it's must watch. It's a must watch. OMC 20 on Patreon. Find it, subscribe, listen, enjoy. Yeah, so here we are, boys. Episode 363. We haven't had a victory podcast in 9 weeks, maybe 10 weeks. And here we are. Jaden is officially in the off season. It's off-season movie club time for him. He is officially shut down the rest of the way. But they did go into New York, and they did win a game, and they did look pretty good-ish doing it. And, I oscillated back and forth on this one, and I'll throw it to your FP in just a second. Winning does feel good, even when it's meaningless games down the stretch that are only going to impact you negatively in the draft. But you know what? I'm going to choose to believe that we have our quarterback, so I don't need a top 5 pick. I need a quality pick that can be parlayed into additional picks. We've got 4 wins. I'd love to see 5 or 6, and I would love to see them spoil, maybe somehow factor into Philly not being the top seed overall, or maybe, I don't know, like, play the spoiler. I don't care, but show me something. Keep this momentum going. I prefer to win than to tank. I don't know where you guys land on this, but FP, I'll throw it to you first. Do you want to win or do you want to tank?
No, I'm all about the win, and no athlete wants to go out and tank, right? So like you heard a couple of the guys in their pressers are like, none of us want to go tank. You even heard like Revo tweeting it out. Like none of them believe in the tank. They all want to play their hardest. They all want to see the wins, and you want to carry that over into the offseason. You want the locker room to feel good about what they have, where they go into the offseason a little bit more motivated to work out, to hit training camp, to hit all of their workouts and everything. And then they just feel like, okay, we strung together some wins. We beat the Eagles. We did things right. Let's really focus this offseason and let's start next season even stronger. And Jaden Daniels is probably feeling the exact same way, where he's gonna probably, who knows what he does, hit the weight room, try to get thicker, try to get stronger, whatever. But you definitely want the wins. And then when it comes to the draft picks, like, yeah, you want a high draft pick. You're going to get a high draft pick regardless. But like you said, it's a weak quarterback class. You have your guy. You might actually get more value if you're in the 7 to 10 range and you traded that back, because that's where a lot more teams are going to want that level pick instead of trying to get into a top 5, because nobody really needs to get in the top 5 outside of like the Saints. There isn't really many QB needy teams. Saints and Jets, maybe the Browns again, but like outside of that, they're already up there, right? So they can fight amongst themselves for the top pick, but nobody really needs a top 5 pick for the rest of the league. So you probably don't want to get your top 5 pick right now. You'd get more trade value lower. But the game, it was good.
Well, hold on. I got something to say about this before we leap into game analysis. I'm actually the opposite mindset. I don't like the wins. I get it from a team perspective, a morale perspective, but I feel like rolling 1 or 2 wins at the end of this season is not going to change the messaging. If I'm that coach, I'm like, hey, forget last season as a total, as a whole. It's in the past. Let's not even think about it, and let's move on. I would, from a long-term organizational perspective, would rather have had them lose and continue to climb up the ranks for that draft pick, because at the end of the day, the message this season is done. Like, string together 1 or 2 wins and roll it into next season. It's not going to matter.
But what you want is you want quality play on film, because that's just going to help DQ and AP even more going into the offseason.
I can honestly argue either side of this, because if you're going to shut down Jaden, honestly, shut down Terry too. Shut them all down at that point, right? Because
I agree with that.
Like, why go out there and risk catastrophic injury or yet another setback? I mean, look at, we'll go around the league here in a second, but like Patrick Mahomes losing a game and being knocked out of the playoffs. Okay, we've never seen that. We've never seen him not in the playoffs. Tearing up his ACL along the way, that knocks the Chiefs out of contention for next year, right? So, if you're gonna tell me that we're shutting down Jaden because there's nothing to play for, then honestly, you shut down everybody. Like, shut down Terry.
Can you not do both? Can you not coach to go out and try to win and tell this group of men, go out there, play your hardest, go try to win? But some of the players, yeah, okay, I understand. You could probably shut down Tunsil. You could probably shut down Terry. You could probably shut down Kinlaw, even if you're going to keep him, right? Like, some of the pieces you can cut, you can shut down, but that doesn't change the message of it. It goes across the board. You can hit Andy's message of this season sucked. Let's put it behind us, but let's put it behind us with at least a good flavor in our mouth right towards the end. Right. And let's know that the men that will be here, that will stay here, they can build on something. Right. A lot of football is mental. And for a lot of these guys, you have to realize but I
think that's going to be lost on a lot of the roster, because a lot of them won't be here. Most of that defense is going to be overhauled.
A lot of the younger guys will be here.
Maybe not.
And they're the ones that need to experience what winning is like.
But then
that they can take their offseason.
But that's more of a reason than to shut down all the old timers and get the youngins in there, right? Like, the probability of you beating the Eagles once is pretty low. Beating them twice is almost zero, right? The probability of beating the Cowboys is currently constructed. Now, the Cowboys also are. I don't think they're technically eliminated, although
they need us to win out.
It would
for them.
Yeah, it would require a tremendous amount of help.
If we beat the Eagles twice, they're not eliminated.
If we eat because if they win and the Eagles lose, then yes, they would qualify. They would win the East and sneak in with a 500 record, basically, or because of the tie. But it's unlikely, right? But they're very unlikely. They're still technically alive, right? I mean,
I don't think you want DQ to tell the entire team, like, all right, pack it in, season sucks, like, we got 3 more games, F it. No, like, these guys are still getting paid for these games. DQ's still getting paid for that game. Like, coach them up, go out there, see what you can put on film, and if you get a win, you get a win. Great.
I mean, like I said, I can see both sides of it, right? Like, Cliff needs to put something on film that justifies, getting a 3rd season, because based on last year, he deserved a year 2. Based on this year, he doesn't deserve a year 3. At least that's my opinion. I think the offensive playbook looked pretty bad for the duration of the season. I mean, there was no, you could point to 1 or 2 pockets or stretches where you could say, yeah, he's dialed in, right? But
did you see like Jaden's stat line of the games he played fully? If you took a look at just that, like, Jaden's not the problem, right? Cliff wasn't the problem. When all of his pieces were there.
I mean, I've backed off of what I was saying in the offline chat. Like, we have to be, and I said this on last week's pod too. right? Like the creeping doubt in my mind is that Jaden might not be the guy, right? He cannot stay healthy. He cannot stay on the field. And when he's on the field, he looks not the way he did last year, right? So there is some concern that he's not the long-term answer. That being said, you're not in a position where you're going to go draft another quarterback right now. So you've got it. Okay, you shut him down. I think you shut down Terry because what is he playing for? He's just stat padding at this point. He's already gotten paid. Like there's no reason for Terry to be out there. I think you just if you're gonna shut one of them down, I think you shut them all down because you're really not playing for anything. And with this loss, that's pretty much it. So I don't know. It was encouraging though to see them, and I understand why they didn't want him playing on MetLife Field, on that field in particular as well, because I mean, how many knees and ankles has that specific turf claimed? Like it's a problem.
Yeah, and they had like actual trucks snow plowing it and tearing up the field.
Yeah. So I mean, we got the Eagles coming into town, but I mean, any thoughts on the game itself? I mean, Jackson Dart, and I want to just spend a moment here on the Giants. He's going to be a problem in the NFC East for a long time. I know you're shaking your head saying no. What else do you need to see out of him? Right? He's got the swagger. He's got good command of the offense as it's currently constructed. He has the trust of the team. He doesn't have a lot of weapons, and yet he's consistently still getting 18 to 22 points a game. FP, why are you down on him?
He doesn't look like he has the mindset to have a long career, right? Like when Eli came in for the Giants, rough at the beginning, immediately got returned and took him to the Super Bowl like after like a season or two. But he had sort of the way he carried himself of like starting caliber QB that was, and Jaden's a little guilty of this too. It's just like focus on the season at large, and Dart goes out there like he's never going to get this chance again, and he continues to play like that. And
sure,
he's going to probably flame out, not because of him, because that franchise won't be able to protect him from himself.
I mean, that's tough for me to accept when you consider he's going to get Cam back, he's going to get Neighbors back, they potentially go and get. I mean, if Debo lands in New York, he doesn't help them tremendously, and it hurt us at the same time.
But I doubt that happens. But just because that's a front office that can't get out of their own way.
You couldn't see them going after and getting an AJ Brown, right, as he does, as retribution or get back
because
for
what player out there wants to go and play for New York?
Well,
guys, I think that's beside like what I see when I see Jackson Dart on the field. I see a completely unhinged, unstable quarterback.
I mean, he's not. No, what are you talking about?
No, he is. He
what
is
are you
completely unstable. There is zero discipline. The guy is.
Yeah, he's playing like he's never going to get this chance again.
It's like a mixture of Jamarcus Russell and Brett Favre, and just like all of the gunslinging quarterbacks without like the.
That's crazy. That's a crazy take, honestly. I mean, even for you in that stash, that's a wild take.
Cam Scatterboo is the same. Like Cam Scatterboo and Jackson Dart are the same person. They're just.
I mean, Scatterboo is Allstott. He's Mike Allstott. I mean, he was bound to get injured.
There's when you look at that, you don't see longevity. You see maybe lightning in a bottle next season. You don't see longevity.
Honestly, this is kind of shocking to me because I think Dart, I think he plays pretty well. I mean, he's not out of control
you're
on
not
the field.
Seeing like Bo Nix or Caleb Williams or Drake May like play out of him. You're seeing slightly more accurate and mobile Sam Howell.
Okay, all right.
Like
is he a better quarterback? He'll
be a wonderful journeyman backup QB.
Is he better than Jalen?
I mean,
I'm being serious.
Better than Jalen.
Oh, I understand.
Jalen the quarterback or
Jalen I think he's better. Back? I think he's better than Jalen.
He's better than Jalen the quarterback. He's not better than Jalen the running back.
Well, Jalen doesn't play running back, so yeah, okay. I mean, I'll give you that, but fine, yeah, fine. But as the just look at the number ones, projecting here going into next season. Dak deserves to be. I mean, Dak has had a phenomenal season.
Dak is not the problem for the Cowboys almost ever until the stupid meltdown in a playoff game happens, and it's
Sure.
his fault.
But he's the franchise leader in passing yards.
He's a
and
regular season merchant. He
he's
kills
looked
it.
he's
kills
looked
it from
very
week 1
good
to
all
17.
season. Yeah, but if you rank the starters right now projected going into next season, Jalen's at the bottom of the NFC East.
Yeah,
He's not a good quarterback.
no, I might give him the edge over Dart.
And then you would be doing it only based on pedigree, not on performance, because the performance isn't there.
The performance is being underutilized, and when he's left to his own means, he just self-destructs.
That's fair. That's
you
fair.
have to coach it out of him. But right now, it's Dak, probably Jaden, probably Jalen, and then Dart.
Okay. I mean, I'm not going to argue with you, but anyway, let's. Is there anything else you want to hit on? 29-21 is the final score. I mean, they do win. They sweep the Giants. This was, if this was last year, FP, the goal. What goal did you set for us going into year 1 of DQ?
Giants.
Yeah, go sweep the Giants, and they did that last year, and they did it again. So
First time we've been 4-0 against the Giants since the 99-2000 season.
I mean, this is. Why do you know that? Like, who cares about that? What is
I
that?
hate the Giants.
What
I
is
hate
that?
all the NFC East teams.
What is that? I mean, there was. Can we talk about Bill for just 1 second, then we'll pivot off this game and we'll get into the rest of the slate.
I'm still high on Bill.
Why?
I think you need another running back with him.
You definitely need another running back, but
if-
he has to stop fumbling. He's Boobie Gibson.
Listen, Adrian Peterson, when he came into the league, had a fumbling problem. Okay, you coach it out of these guys.
So
and
did
you make
Tiki
it
Barber.
So they're not,
Yes.
and you make it so they're not super hard on. Like every time Bill gets off the field, he looks so pissed off at himself. That's what you need to coach out of him.
But so did
right?
Antonio Gibson. What are we talking about here?
No, well, Antonio Gibson never figured it out because he never had proper coaching.
Okay.
Right, but Adrian Peterson, Tiki, some of these other guys,
They figured it out.
they coached it out themselves, and then they went and they played great football. And Bill has the vision and the speed. You see it every time he's in there when there's an actual passing threat to go along with it. You see him rip off on a semi-regular basis, like a 10-yard run for him happens frequently. The home run balls, not as much.
Yeah.
But he is a solid running back. And if you go into the season the way we were trying to go into the season this year with Eckler as your main pass pro, him as your first down back and your big plays, it balances. So you need another running back to spell Bill. But I'm not out on Bill yet.
No, I'm not out on him either. But I don't think he could be your week 1 starter next season.
No, you need to get another running back.
Yeah, Andy, anything stick out from you, or should we get into some of these other games?
No, I think nothing specific, but on the Bill point, our passing game was clicking too. So I mean that really helped keep the defense honest, and we had balance on offense, which we don't ever have. Most defenses stack the box because they know that we have no receivers, no separation. So I mean, it's
one of those things.
This was a good.
If everyone was if everything was clicking as planned by week 1, Bill probably has a really good season.
Yeah, I agree with
play
that.
out that way.
Are either of you bold enough to pick a win on Saturday against the Eagles?
We're gonna get wiped out.
Okay. All right. Good. Let's across the board. Okay. All right. I got a question for you, boys. We saw 2 teams just basically hold their opponents to 0 points, and we saw a third team hold their opponent to 3 points. Of course, I'm talking about the Ravens going into Cincinnati and winning 24-0. Just hold that in the back of your mind. The Eagles at home put up 31 against the Raiders 0. I mean, the Raiders at this point should be relegated out of the NFL.
Yeah, they're lucky relegation isn't a thing.
And then the Bears put up 31 at home, holding the Browns and Shador to 3. So it's a loaded question, but of those 3 games or 3 performances, which one is the most impressive?
None of them.
Really?
Maybe the Ravens.
I think the Ravens deserve a tremendous amount of credit for basically they got lit up on Thanksgiving by Joe Burrow in Baltimore.
Yeah,
2 weeks later, they hold him to 0 points. Nothing.
They're playing with depressed Joe Burrow right now. Like he's flirting with retiring. Like the Bengals completely took the love out of the game for Joe Burrow to the point where he's in a press conference saying, "I need to rediscover why I love this game."
It wasn't a good look. I agree.
He was deflated.
But they just beat them in Baltimore 2 weeks ago. FP. This to me. Well, let's go backwards. The Raiders not scoring any points shouldn't surprise anybody. That is a bad team, top to bottom, and the Eagles defense.
That team, not surprising.
Yes, Shador only managing 3 points is a little surprising because he had been playing okay. But the Bears again have a stout defense, and they just. I mean, DJ Moore. Welcome back to the NFL, DJ Moore. Right, 2 touchdowns, and they just looked good.
The funny part is with the Browns, Stefanski's saying that Shador had the wrong play call wristlet on. Like just so many stupid Browns problems.
Yes.
That for them to not
He got dressed and put on the wrong play sheet, like on his wrist. Like, okay. But
like,
yes.
Problem.
Yes. But I find what
Like
the Ravens did.
How did they, like, all game, he had the wrong sheet? How did they
apparently, yes.
He's wearing it, and it play comes in, it's like play 10, and he's looking at play 10, and it's completely different than what the coach is looking at. And they're like,
how do they not discover that?
Because it's the Browns.
Beginning of the game. They like let it ride out the whole game.
It's literally
and then
because it's the
about
Browns.
it.
But who gets fired for that, right? Is it the equipment manager's job to make sure that the wristband matches the playbook?
Fault, and they can't say it out loud.
So that's what I was gonna say too, right? This just there's a hint of the Kyler Murray. I'm playing video games, not doing my homework, or not.
Except
like
it's I don't need to practice or think about it because my God-given skill, and it's never. I don't like Shador.
Or for him something
he's bad
or something along the lines of, I don't know. I didn't realize we changed it every week, so I just wore last week's. Right?
I also think Shador is the future of the NFL, where you're going to have a bunch of these scrub, nobody, barely played college NIL players coming in, and they're not going to know work ethic or practice or developmental skills or anything. And Tom Brady said it like 2 years ago. He's like, none of these QBs understand the work that needs to go in to be an elite QB. Like, you can't just go.
They don't understand the general premise of the offenses that they're supposed to be running. Is this not? I actually love that point, FP. And you said it in a way where it immediately triggered me to think back to the NBA. Heyday NBA, you're drafting players that are coming in after playing 2-3 seasons regularly of college ball on the same team.
Multiple concepts, multiple
concepts. Yeah, you think back to the Antoine Jameson, Rasheed Wallace, like the super Tar Heel teams. Like those players were there. They ride the bench in year 1 as freshmen. They play a little bit more in year 2. They play a lot in year 3. And if they're studs, they leave in year 3. If they're not, they play a 4th and they get drafted as a senior. But all of them have a very high basketball IQ.
Yeah.
You don't have that now in college. You don't have it in college football. How can you expect them to have it in the NFL? Because they don't have it to begin with.
Even like the Heisman ceremony last weekend, like Mendoza gets it. Like the Heisman committee probably killed themselves trying to figure out which donk to give this prestigious award to, because none of them are worthy of it. None of them can be held in the same breath as even like a Baker or a Mariota or a Jaden or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like, why did it have to go to Mendoza? Like, it's stupid.
Yes, and then the response from the losers being basically F the voters and F this and F that and F whatever. Like, there's a lack of maturity, but I think your point is a very astute point, to be very honest. I think players are not as prepared for the NFL as they once were, and it's the coaches that ultimately are then responsible for taking on the project of turning a Shador or a Cam Ward into an NFL caliber quarterback. More often than not, what we've seen is it doesn't work.
Yeah, and front offices aren't giving coaches the time to develop the QBs, which is, not to repeat myself, but that's why you can't be mad at AP and DQ for one off season. You just kind of have to ride it out.
I can't do the Dan Quinn, the rah. Like, I watched that post game and it was just shades of Jim Zorn with the hip hip hooray and bro this and bro
That's
that.
A little bit of your PTSD, but when you're in a locker room and you have a coach that brings you up, like it resonates in the locker room. It doesn't resonate with the fan base. It resonates in the locker room, and that's what's important. Nobody cares what you think about him.
But Luvu's still doing his thing. I mean, has Luvu recorded a tackle in 3 weeks?
But if the players respond to that,
how are they responding to it? They're just participating.
They're playing hard. They're trying to play hard with what they have on the field. We can't keep revisiting it. Like Andy said, season's done. Pack it up. We can do that. We don't have to discuss it anymore. I barely watched I watched like 3 seconds of the Vikings game. after Jaden got hurt. I didn't finish it. I was following along. And then for the Giants game, I was 85% red zone because I was worried about fantasy football more than I was about my home team. And it's going to continue that for the rest of the season.
Yes, I think I'm going to be doing the same. Let's
if DQ can speak to the players and get them to give a shit, okay.
But I'm not buying that a 25-year-old rookie is responding to a 55-year-old calling him bro and dapping him up. Like it's like the opposite extreme of the McDaniels problem in Miami, right? Like neither one of them seem very relatable to me. But
I mean, think about yourself at work and how you speak to the younger people. Your verbiage changes a little bit when you try to connect. It's just kind of human nature. It's human nature.
Okay. That's interesting. I'll ponder that one. The week actually kicked off with Falcons Buccaneers. The Falcons went in and I mean, this was an upset I don't think anybody had. I mean, the Bucs are toast. No? I mean, that was it.
Because the Panthers gave them life.
Well, I mean, but okay.
They face each other twice.
They still face each other twice. The Falcons,
and they're healthy.
The Falcons did, I mean, the Falcons are a very tough team to read, right? I mean, because they stink by every metric except the eyeball test. When you watch them, they shouldn't be as bad as they are, even with Kirk under center. Like Bijan, however he wants to pronounce his name, he's an excellent running back. He's a 3-down back. He can also catch the ball out of the like. He's an excellent asset for them. Kyle Pitts, I wouldn't mind seeing him in a Redskins uniform next year. I got to be honest. Like, bring him. Take a flyer on him. He's a huge target that doesn't mind working the middle of the field. You know, but that was a big win. It was a very impressive win from them. You know, and it was an exciting game, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, 29-28, I mean, we got a lot of points on a Thursday night. That typically doesn't happen, but we'll take it. We talked about the Ravens. We talked over the Bengals. Bengals are done. We talked about the Eagles over the Raiders. Raiders are done. Texans put up 40 to the Cardinals 20. What is your read on the Texans, Andy? How did they go from, you know, a 500 team with their star quarterback being outplayed by the backup in pockets and spurts? I'm a huge Mills guy. I think they've won 7 straight now.
Yeah, man. I mean, it was like a fork in the road. It was if I'm what's his face, DeMarco, what's his name? What's his coach's name?
DeMeco Ryans.
DeMeco. Yeah, if I'm DeMeco Ryans and I'm sitting at like, you know, one game
right?
below 500, I look at this team and I'm like, hey, we're at a fork. Are you guys going to like, you know, nut up, or are we just going to go ahead and have a losing season? And I think I don't want to call it the benching, but when Stroud got hurt and Mills came in for a little bit, I think him as a quarterback either lit a fire under Stroud's booty, or they were like, hey, we can continue riding with this guy. We're winning. The team is meshing. But it's all coaching, in my opinion. I think it's all coaching because they have the players. They have the buy-in now. I mean, they did at that fork in the road conversation that I'm talking about. And Stroud is coming into his own right now. Like before first half of the season, the dude was not interested. It looked like he was just out there to be.
He wasn't being protected at all. The O-line was hanging him out to dry.
They definitely shored up the offensive line for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think the QB change for 2-3 games, whatever it was, gave him either the rest or the spark that he needed. And the defense has been playing lights out. Coaching is on fire. They don't make mistakes. The coaches are good coaches.
When your offense is fluttering, it helps to have the number one defense in the NFL because it keeps you in games and it gives you the leeway, it gives you the runway to figure out what demons are in this offense and work them out and start clicking. And exactly what you needed to see from the Texans on Sunday is what you got. They won a game they should have won with zero drama, put the team down, put up a lot of points. Defense did their job. And if that is what we're going to see for the next 3 weeks, if I'm an AFC team, any AFC team, Broncos, Bills, Pats,
Texans,
any AFC team,
huge problem.
I do not want to see the Texans.
I mean, they're just too good defensively.
Hey, defense wins championships. We had a whole debate with LP in the offline chat.
But they're so good defensively that they can afford mistakes on offense.
Yes.
That is very rare air. Like, they are really good. Nico is really good. And somehow they still managed to run the ball without Woods or Chubb. How do they do that? Like, they just plug in I mean, this goes back all the way to like Arian Foster. This team always has a running back that just comes out of nowhere and just runs.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know, but
coaching.
they are.
It is coaching. D'Amico's a solid coach.
Scheming, they are there. That's a strategic coaching staff right there. It's not a people or bro coaching staff. It's not a old.
Oh, really?
It's a
Interesting. Yeah, that's interesting.
strategic coaching staff.
Okay,
Two
so
against one here.
maybe you're not on the. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting.
I mean, never asked for my opinion. I like a strategic coach more than I do a bro coach.
Oh, so you're out on Quinn like me? You're done with Quinn?
I'm not out on Quinn. I'm just saying I like a strategic coach more.
Yeah, I'm out on
like
Quinn.
I would not this season, but like I like a McDaniel's mindset over a Quinn. Not this season.
I mean, if he gets fired in Miami, I would welcome him here in a heartbeat.
He's not. He's going to hang out Tua to
know.
dry. You already heard it, and he's going to buy himself another season.
But he honestly deserves it. I think Miami is playing better.
Yeah.
Monday night, not a good example of that. But all right, so we also, I just want to, as a footnote, the Cardinals, Jacoby Brissett has proved his value and worth as a backup in the league.
100%.
He actually might be the starter for the Cardinals going into the. You listed some teams at the beginning, FP, that may be in the market for a QB. Arizona appears to be one. I think the Kyler Murray experiment is over. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he ends up in Miami, but that's a terrible fit too. Like, I'm not a Kyler guy.
He will. He's going to Miami.
All right, Chargers and Chiefs. This one, okay, so 16-3, the Chargers go into Kansas City.
Was it Kansas City?
No, Chargers Chiefs.
No, Chargers Chiefs.
Oh,
Chargers.
that's right. Seahawks played the Colts.
Yeah. Chargers went into Kansas City. If with a win, they knock out the Chiefs. They did get the win, 16-3. Overall, not the best game from either team.
16-13.
16-13, sorry, 16-13. The talking point, the main talking point, of course, is not that the great porno Minshew came in and threw a pick to end the Chiefs season, but Pat Mahomes goes down with a ACL rupture, tear, or whatever. He's going to miss the rest of the season. The Chiefs are going to miss the playoffs. And he's likely going to miss a chunk of next season as well. I mean,
he's flirting with the start of the season.
Maybe, right? I mean, that the best case, right? Best case is he comes in there and just kind of picks up where he left off. This team was due for a little bit of an overhaul anyway. Like, they need an actual running back on this roster, not 15 people that they rotate through for, that average 2.7 yards. They need an upgrade at wide receiver. I think they have maybe receiver 2 and receiver 3. They don't have receiver 1.
They need a big body receiver.
They do need a big body receiver.
Brown.
Which is possible. I mean, I suppose it's possible. They need some help on defense, and they absolutely need to address probably tight end. Now, they have Kelsey's replacement already on the roster. I'm blanking on his name right now. But what are your initial thoughts on considering? I mean, look, since, 2008, this is the first playoffs that's not going to include a Manning, a Brady, or a Mahomes. That is quite an incredible run. I mean, Mahomes, this is the first time he's going to miss the playoffs in his career. It's actually incredible. Last year was the first time he had to play a road playoff game. That's incredible. We can debate whether, I mean, he's already Hall of Fame, in my opinion. Like, I don't know who would challenge me on that. I think he's already earned that. I'm not a huge Mahomes guy, but I do want to see him come back from this, recover, and continue to be great, because I think he's good for the league, even though I'm not a huge Chiefs fan, obviously. But I don't know. What's your initial thought here, Andy? Like, he's down hard with this injury. Their season is over. What do you expect the Chiefs to be doing here in the offseason?
So, as an organization and as a coaching staff, like, you can't not trust that they have a plan already. I don't know if they have, a succession plan for Mahomes just yet. I mean, they don't, right? But I think that they're always in a position with their draft picks, with their trade capital, with the young guys that they have developing. They seem to always have, a next man up mentality. Like, even at the running back position, right? It was Edwards-Helaire, right? And then he kind of started stinking a little bit, and then Pacheco was somehow on the roster.
Go back
already.
even further. We're gonna sign Shady McCoy. We're gonna bring him in and just let him run circles for a little bit. Then we're gonna draft Kareem Hunt,
lose Kareem Hunt, bring Kareem Hunt back.
Yes,
They always have
They figure it out.
It seems like they figure it out, but they seem to be like stringing it along, right? Like at some point, when is that going to run out? And it does kind of feel like they've strung it out long enough, and like maybe they hit a dead end this season.
We sort of covered it. I don't know if it was last week or a week before, but defenses have shifted how they are, right? So like when Mahomes, when the Chiefs were at their all-time high, right? Defenses said, "Oh crap," when they had Tyreek and everything, defenses said, "Oh crap, we need to get fast, and we need a fast, agile defense that can keep up with these crazy routes and these crazy deep shots and all of these, sidearm throws that Mahomes does in this insanity," right? So defenses retooled and they addressed that. So the defenses all now are positioned to take out a Chiefs team. And you saw it last season. They just had a little bit of puck luck. And then you saw it this season, same type of point differential, but this season they didn't have the luck. They wiped them right out. But what's going to happen is either Andy Reid is going to be ahead of the curve and decide what the next offensive, scheme that everybody starts copying is, or he's going to find some way to fix his team to take advantage of how defenses are currently constructed. And I think that's what Andy's going to do. He's going to look at all of these defenses. He's going to look at the Texans, and he's going to be like, what are the Texans' weaknesses? What are the Broncos' defense weaknesses? And then he's going to go into the offseason and be like, we need a Kyle Pitts. We need somebody crazy in the middle. We need a running back by committee where you have like a Gibbs and Swift type setup. And they're going to move away from being Patrick Mahomes centric, retool the team, and then you insert Patrick again and you say, go get your magic. Go do magic. This is your new arsenal of weapons.
Or you tell him
completely destroy how defenses are currently constructed.
Or bring the magic factor down by 50% and game manage, right? If you put enough pieces around him, we haven't seen Patrick Mahomes, the pocket passer, right? The guy who just sits there and peppers the ball.
Yeah, and they're probably going to go really strong on retooling that O-line.
I agree with you on that too. I mean, we'll see how Mahomes bounces back from this. We know Andy Reid will bounce back from this.
Yes.
Andy Reid is a proven Hall of Fame commodity. Like he will figure this out. He's already working on it.
His mind is still at the forefront of the NFL. He's not
absolutely
he's not catching up with what's happening.
What trade has he ever lost? Like what trade has he ever proposed and lost? Right, from his time in Philly or his time in Kansas City, they will be back. The question will be, the bigger question to me is, we know Mahomes will be back too. It's what do you do with Travis? Like what do you do with Kelsey? Like he's not the same player.
Pastor.
He's not the same player from a couple years ago. I don't think you can cut him, and I don't think you can trade him
back. I think he might retire.
I think if he leaves, then you know what? I agree with you. Had they won the Super Bowl, he would have retired.
Yes.
Does he have another season in him? Probably, right? But not as the feature. Like he can't be. You can't run your offense through him anymore. Like that's already clear.
He could find like an Ertz career arc.
Well, somebody said it. Like if you stick Kyle Pitts on that offense, you have young Kelsey back, right? Or I mean, you actually closer to having like a. I mean, obviously he's not a murderer, but Pitts has like Aaron Hernandez type potential, like very athletic, very athletic.
I would say closer to Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah, fair, right? Or Antonio Gates, like those. Yeah. Like that skill set is there. I mean, Aaron Hernandez. Who's going to argue with his on-field? Production.
I mean, he was a monster.
He was the better of the better of the two tight ends on that roster. I mean, Gronkowski became, great. Aaron was the better athlete by far.
Yeah.
So, it'll be interesting to see how they do bounce back from this. But the Chiefs season is over. I mean, and there's no two ways about that. Let's pivot here into the NFC South. The Panthers expected to go into New Orleans and win. They end up losing this one. Bryce didn't look particularly good. Nobody looked particularly good. They dropped that game 2017. And, I mean, the NFC South is very much still...
Nobody wants to win it.
Nobody wants to win it. And, I mean, who had the Saints putting up 20 against that Panthers D, and who had them winning the game? I didn't. I was expecting a much better performance out of the Panthers. I don't know if you boys have been following this or not, but that was Bryce's worst performance. Like, it was bad.
I think that's just young team got too cocky and they got hit in the mouth, and they'll fix it. And they'll
but
probably
we've
play
seen-
the Bucks hard.
But we've seen the Saints hold their own against their division opponents, but we've seen them challenge and get some points here and there.
They are truly like a QB. Like if they were us during the draft of Jaden Daniels and they got Jaden Daniels last year, they could have gone very deep with the way that team is constructed, with the pieces on defense.
They're going to have to figure out what to do, though. They've got Olave. They traded away, I forget, what's his face. They still have the other receiver. I'm blanking on his name. They shut down Alvin Kamara, right? Kamara is another one that I think moves this offseason. He goes somewhere like a Kansas City, right? Or like a Houston and puts somebody over the top.
Yeah.
I still like Alvin Kamara a ton, but good win for the Saints overall, 2017.
I could actually see him going to the Giants, and that would suck.
That would suck a lot. I don't know. I feel like he's going to stay warm weather. I feel like he would stay warm weather. Oh, it's an earthquake apparently. Hey, thanks for typing in my ear there, Andy. All right. Couple more games here. And this is kind of getting into the meat of the slate. I'm not going to spend any time, unless you guys really want to, talking about the 49ers beating the Titans up. The Titans did manage 24 points. 49ers win. They continue to roll. It was a good performance all around from the 49ers. I want to spend a little bit of quality time on the Colts. The Colts went into Seattle expected to lose by a lot because of old man Philip Rivers. Boys, he held his own. I don't know if you saw it differently than I did. I saw a guy who's basically my age, who hasn't played football in 5 years, strap him on, go out on the field, and gave his team a 10-point lead, or a lead, period, that just didn't hold up down the stretch. He's not good enough to win a Super Bowl with this team, but I think he didn't embarrass himself either. I don't know where you guys land on this one. I'm cheering for him, but the Colts are done. Like if they can't move the ball down the field, they can't win. And that was the one thing that they needed from him or from a quarterback. He may not make mistakes at 47 years old or however old he is, but if he can't get that ball or at least threaten to throw a deep ball, they cannot win. I mean, you can't just hand it off 50 times, although my mind says you can. I don't know. What did you see
I'll
from
be
him?
honest. I didn't actually watch the game. I didn't even have it on Red Zone. I didn't even catch the highlights. I just saw the stat sheet and whatever ESPN says on the little ticker there. And the fantasy points. I think he only scored like 8 fantasy points. But from what I've seen,
It's 8 times more than Joe Burrow. So
sure. What I've seen is that he came in. He was not throwing the game away. I wouldn't even call him really a game manager. He was just a body at the quarterback position.
Alive,
present. Yeah. He was just there. Not a difference maker, not even a game manager. But they did ride Jonathan Taylor. And they barely lost, right, to a powerhouse team that we all had in the top 5 consistently for the past 6 weeks or something. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe this was just a matchup that had their number, had their scheme, and next week he comes out, throws for 250 yards and 3 touchdowns, right? Like, I want to see another game with a different.
I love the story. I don't think that's possible. He's really old.
So he's threw a touchdown.
I mean, the defense lost the Colts that game. It wasn't Philip Rivers. They couldn't hold the Seahawks at all at the end of that game to stay out of field goal range. So they just needed to do 1 or 2 big stops, and they have that win. Philip Rivers, more than just alive, right? He made a couple like 3rd and long conversions. He had his touchdown pass. He looked okay for his very first game back. You give him another week of practice, another week of conditioning, it probably helps him a lot. The problem is they're going to go against the Niners defense, which, we glazed over the Niners real quick, but like that's a team that's getting scary too, right? Like that defense figured out how to work on the fly with all of their injuries and like that's not another easy test for Philip Rivers. But yeah, if they ride Jonathan Taylor and he can do a couple more 3rd and long conversions, I mean, it's a great story to follow, and I think we're all sort of rooting for him.
Someone said that he came back because his like health insurance in the
Yeah,
NFL.
he wanted to extend his health
I
insurance.
saw
the
that too.
5-year health insurance. Yeah,
'Cause
he came back for 5 years.
And
Well, when you have 25 kids,
he's got a lot of kids. He's got a ton of kids. But this time last week, we were like, why would you do that? You're eligible for the Hall of Fame, and you're probably going to get it as a first ballot. But then you're like, yeah, he's got an army of kids, and he wants health insurance. So if he goes out and gets a couple more reps in, as long as his leg doesn't fall off, I mean, good for him.
ultimately, who cares when you get your Hall of Fame induction, right? He's going to get it
Yes.
regardless. Who cares?
Why does it matter if you're first ballot?
Exactly.
Like, what is a footnote?
It's not.
Who cares?
He'll be first ballot in 5 years when he's up for it again.
because he's not eligible anymore.
But also, like,
because he's still playing.
we just discussed it. Everybody that's coming into the league isn't as good as the prime.
But and
his
that's very
era.
telling too, that a 45-year-old off his couch is more game ready than a 25-year-old on any of these practice squads, because
Well,
they could have
listen,
claimed
if you're-
anybody,
if you're
right?
Anthony Richardson,
You're
you have
done.
to feel like you
Although
not
it's-
only got embarrassed by Daniel Jones coming in and taking this team 7-1, and everybody being like, "Holy crap, Daniel Jones can play football," but not only that, but Phillip Rivers comes in before you.
Yes.
And probably gets that score is probably closer than
Andy-
it would have been if Richardson was playing.
Andy threw out Jamarcus Russell, literally a player I haven't thought about in 25 years. Anthony Richardson is Jamarcus. I mean, he is not going to get a
Absolutely.
second team. He hasn't put anything on film that would merit.
I don't know
second
what
chance.
team would take a chance on him. I don't know.
I don't know.
Maybe the Raiders will be forced into it. I don't know. And then you really get Jamarcus
Oh
Russell.
my God!
Wouldn't
What a
that be
mess.
funny?
Maybe Arizona. I don't know. What a mess. Okay, there's two more on the slate here. We can pick and choose. We can skip. We can gloss over Vikings, Cowboys. Both teams are
We can't gloss
effectively
over
elite.
that.
I mean, we
Gotta
can.
embarrass the Cowboys.
I mean,
out
JJ
loud.
JJ McCarthy looks like a real quarterback. What are you gonna say? He played a great game.
But that goes into the same conversation we literally just had. If you spend time to develop the guy, right, he just needs development, right? The natural ability.
Okay, were you impressed with JJ McCarthy? I was impressed with JJ McCarthy
He played pretty well
against the
And-
defense
and-
that was
and-
coming up.
and he's on a team that
Yeah.
KOC is a QB whisperer, right? He will figure out how to develop him.
You will never say a bad word about him.
What has KOC done bad?
Well, he was traded away Kirk after 14 wins. He traded Sam Darnold after 14 wins.
What,
I mean,
in 5 years, he hasn't won a playoff game.
Okay, is that necessarily his fault?
he's the coach. What are you talking about? Whose fault is it? What are you talking?
I don't know.
What? Like what?
GM's fault. They didn't have a kicker for those 5 years. I don't know.
Talk about not having a kicker. Can we talk about Young Wei Koo? And last week he's kicking
He
the
got
ground,
waived, right?
and then I mean, no future in the NFL. No future in the NFL. Although the international program for whatever players, I didn't know that existed, but we need to get somebody in that program.
We
immediately.
had a bunch of people. Samus Reyes, the tight end that we all thought was going to be legit.
Oh yeah.
We've had a couple of guys.
Okay. All right. The game I wanted to talk about, I don't care about Dolphins Steelers either. I want to talk about the
game.
The game. It was the game that we were looking forward to going into Sunday, which was the Lions at the Rams.
Oh, I thought it was the other game.
I thought we were going to talk about Jacksonville.
We could talk about Jacksonville putting up
I thought we were
70
going
points.
Bills Pats.
Oh my God, there's a whole bunch of them. Okay, well I guess we
There's a
got
lot
three
more.
different teams.
But we're
We'll
talking about all these meaningless games. But we all have
Okay.
one specific
So
games that we wanna
we're talking
talk
about mine first, and then we'll go into Jacksonville. Okay, Lions Rams. I'll keep it short. I didn't learn anything new about the Rams. I didn't really learn anything new about the Lions. This was the outcome I expected. I expected LA to win at home. This game wasn't close. I know the scoreboard indicates it was a little bit closer. It wasn't close. The Rams are the better team here. They were better coached and they just played better. That's my high level observation. They are the team to beat. They should go into the playoffs as the number 1 seed. I hope the Lions qualify for the postseason. Right now, they're on the outside looking in. So those are my observations. I don't know if you guys had any thoughts on that one, but that game it wasn't as good or as close as the score indicated.
What I like is that the Rams are clutch. Like if you could transfer the clutch gene from like any NBA play, like the whole team is just clutch.
Yeah.
Any play that needs to be made, whether it's on offense or defense,
They make
seems to always be made. Like it is a very, very scary team to play, and they're favorites for the Super Bowl, right? Like they
They
They're
are
the one-
even with their injury, even with Devonta coming up gimpy with the hamstring and Puka getting his back, exploded. He couldn't walk off the field, then he came back. They're going to be fine. Like, they are a well-coached team, very disciplined team. They should be at home. They should have a bye that should give, Devonta a little bit of time to get back. His hamstring is going to be a problem, though. Like, they are a different team without him on the field. Yeah. But I trust McVay to scheme to get guys open and Stafford's proven he can do it.
Different team is what I want to harp on, because the first half of that season, they were a powerhouse. Why? Touchdown passes, Devontae, Puka, killing it in the air. And then there's a shift. All of a sudden, Blake Corum discovered how to play NFL speed, and they have a legitimate stable of running backs now, a solid 1-2 punch. So now they can go into December football, run heavy attack, kind of take the need of an air game out of play. And they're still an insanely good team. So they're hooked up, to go deep into the playoffs. And if you don't have to go heavy with Stafford's arm in the passing game, nobody wants.
But
to
I do want to see the Lions make the postseason. I wouldn't like the Commanders and the Lions both missing the postseason. Like,
I'm okay with the Lions not being in there.
Yeah, I want to see them in there, because I think if they get in, it creates more matchup headaches, and they're good enough to win, right? They just can't seem to string it along consistently for multiple games at a time. It just, maybe losing two coordinators at a time does actually impact your team. All right, which one do you want to talk about next? You want to talk about Jacksonville hanging 70 points?
That could be a quick one, but yeah, if they figure it out, offense and their defense, they're another scary AFC team that can be really big disruptors. If Trevor Lawrence plays a clean game, and him and ETN have the connection.
Well, not just clean game. He dominated the Jets.
He dominated, but it's the Jets. It's the Jets. And they fired Wilkes after it. It's the Jets.
Is Jacksonville a top 5 team?
They might be.
So I think Trevor Lawrence is, I'm not going to just base it off this one game, but he looks like he turned.
I knew it. You watched one game. You watched one Jacksonville game.
No, it actually the corner that he turned was against the Chiefs Monday night when he ran it into the end zone and Chris Jones gave up on the play and he got that touchdown to give him the win over the Chiefs.
Wow. Okay.
That's when he turned the corner.
So for some reason, Trevor Lawrence has always been like the golden child ever since he came in. People just didn't want to
sunshine, baby. That's true. Yeah,
they didn't want to let him go. He always had some kind of headline around him ever since he came into the league. And I remember those games. I remember those headlines. And then watching him play now, the offense runs through him. He is in total command of that offense.
It's almost like he had to learn, he had to be given trust, earn his trust.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of what I'm seeing here, right? And ETN obviously helps the case. He's having a resurgence of a year.
But they play excellent. They play excellent defense on that team. Trevor hasn't been making his usual mistakes down the stretch.
Yeah.
This is a team. We talked about the Texans being a team nobody wants to face. Does anybody want to go into? Going into Jacksonville, not a big deal. It's not the most intimidating place, but that is a well constructed and well coached team right now, right? And putting up 48.
They're playing with that chip on their shoulder, and they're the underdog team. Nobody's taking them seriously, and I think that's the message. If I was the coach, I'd be like, "Hey, look, nobody's taking us seriously. Let's go strong."
I think adding Jacoby Myers completely changed that.
Yes.
So now when you have BTJ and Diami and Jacoby Myers and
he loved Diami as if he's doing anything. Okay.
No, but he's now a solid wide receiver 3/4, and that's what he's always been good at.
Yeah.
Right. But BTJ.
Why didn't you mention Brent Strange?
No. Also,
Brent Strange or whatever.
Strange is he's a solid tight end one. He almost screwed me in fantasy. Right. He got me 3 points, but that Jacoby Myers completely changed the makeup of that offense. It gave them the ability to spread it out more, and that's what's letting ETN go crazy right now.
They are a team that would be a tough out for anybody to go in.
And they've had big wins over the season. They're a solid team.
They are a solid team. All right, Bills and Patriots. I think I know what both of you are going to say, which is that the better team won. I'm going to disagree with you. I think the Patriots are the better team here. They took their foot off the gas. They were comfortably in control of this game. They let this one slip away. I think they want this one back bad. The Patriots, to me, are still the better team. The Bills are way too reliant on one player to make them look good. We saw some mistakes down the stretch too from the Bills. I still like the Patriots. They play good defense. They have a stud running back in Henderson. This guy is legit. He's going to be, not that fantasy matters. This is real life. He might be the best running back right now in the NFL.
You're not taking him over Bijan
If I was drafting, if we were doing
or Gibbs,
I think I am, guys. I'm being honest. No. His speed is something else.
Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a Taylor guy. No. Trayvon Henderson.
No.
Okay,
You're not taking him over a couple of these guys.
Funny, Joe.
I like what I see. What can I say? I like what I see. His explosive potential is there. It's ever present. The Bills want that one. Sorry, the Patriots want that one back. I think they're the better team. I'm sure you're going to tell me I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I'll give you one stat. Drake May is 1-4 when trailing in the fourth. He doesn't have the clutch gene. He has game is clean. Everything goes his favor. Soft schedule.
He's only been in 5 career games where he's losing in the fourth. FB.
Softest cupcake schedule in history.
Okay, well they had it. They had a 10-point lead on the Bills.
When faced with adversity, and that clutch gene has to kick in the fourth quarter. Listen, I'll flip the coin on it. Bo Nix against the Packers, Broncos-Packers, right? You want to go into that game. Bo Nix has the clutch gene. I hate Bo Nix. I think he's a sloppy quarterback. I don't think he's that good of a quarterback, but
a little uninspired,
he has the clutch gene. So it's like if you couldn't combine both of them into one guy,
okay,
you get Jaden Daniels. There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Okay. Andy, where'd you fall on this one? Am I wrong? The Bills are the better team. The better team won?
I actually think the Bills are the better team. It's because you can't bet against Josh Allen yet. Like Drake May, it's his second season. They got a stud rookie running back. They have everything is clicking. They have a good mesh team, but you can't go against Josh Allen. And even though he is the team, I mean, James Cook, right? He's helping him out. He's coming into his own this season.
Tough fumble this week.
Yeah, look, man, you put them up in the playoffs against each other again. I'm still picking the Bills.
Yeah, I mean, this one was in. They were playing in New England. No,
they were in New England with snow. Yeah,
with snow. I mean, do you have a top 5 here? I mean, I think we've got a lot of good matchups. Obviously, going into this is like a big
top 5. It was hard. It was a hard week to pick top 5.
Are Rams across the board number 1 for everybody? They're still my number 1 across the board. I think the Broncos have to be 2. They just keep winning. I mean, it's shades of Tebow, right? Just win, right? I mean, I was actually looking for that Skip Bayless. Remember that like auto-tune rap?
Yeah,
he's a gamer. He's a baller. Yeah. That was it's been ringing in my ear. The Broncos have to be number 2. The record supports it. Their gameplay supports it. They beat a quality opponent. Taking out the Packers as well.
They're even across the board every phase: running back, wide receiver, special teams, defense, QB. They have all the pieces in place.
Yes, they are above average at everything. And as they're good at everything. They're not great at one specific thing. Although I think their running game might RJ looks like a promising young running back, but I've got them at 2. Who do you have? Who do you boys have at 2? FP sounds like you're with me.
No, they're my number 2 as well.
I've had Seattle at number 2 for a few weeks now. I like Seattle. They're
my number 3.
Yeah, they are a really good team on both ends of the
poor showing on Sunday though.
Doesn't miss 6 field goals. They win.
But I mean the Seahawks. I need to see what Darnold does in high pressure playoff moments, because even with the Vikings, he crumbled. So
they didn't look good against the Vikings, right? But
they barely put away the Colts with Phillip Rivers. It's a little bit of a knock.
But Smith and Jigba is legit. The 2 running backs are legit. The defense, that secondary is legit. If you have to play them at home, I mean that's gonna stink too. I mean okay. I mean we both have Broncos at 2. Me and you, FP, Dalla, you've got the Seahawks. And FP, I think you said you got Seahawks at 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have Broncos at 3, so I'm flip-flop 2 and 3 with you guys.
Yeah, and I'm the same. I actually have the Seahawks sitting there at 3 as well. So we're pretty close here on 1, 2, and 3. I have a feeling 4 is where it's going to get a little bit wonky. I'm going Patriots. Patriots at 4. I know they lost, but Patriots to me
I got
still
the
there.
flip. It's Bills then Pats.
You've got
me.
Okay, you've got Bills and Pats. I don't have the Bills in my top 5. I've actually got Jacksonville at 5, but I like what I see. I gotta be honest. I like what I see. Andy, I
forgot about Houston. Like,
that's a good point too. Maybe Houston's 5 actually.
I think it should be Bills Pats. You have to take in record.
You can't have the
account.
Bills up there because the Bills have been extremely erratic. I mean, I know the records are similar, but the Texans are on fire right now.
Listen, 11-3 is 11-3. The Bills are getting it done, right? I think the debate is more so 6, 7, 8 because you have Jags, you have Texans. There's another team that we're not mentioning is the San Francisco 49ers that just find ways to win.
We're also not talking about the Eagles, and we're not talking about the Bears.
The Eagles should never be mentioned, and the Bears should not be mentioned either.
But if it's just strictly on record, I'm going eyeballs. I think in a heads-up matchup, I this pains me to say, but I think Jacksonville can beat Houston. I think
it'll be very interesting to see.
I think, and that's why I've got them in.
They're playing still, right?
Yeah. I mean, we have some crazy matchups. I mean, this weekend ahead, we've got Rams at Seahawks, Eagles at Commanders, which doesn't really matter. Packers at Bears. That likely is going to be for somebody. Whoever loses that is out of the playoffs, basically. Chargers and Cowboys, not so much significance there. Vikings and Giants, nothing to play for there. Bengals, Dolphins, nothing to play for there. Bucks, Panthers, lots to play for there. Bragging rights more than anything else. Jets, Saints, nobody cares. Bills, Browns, nobody cares. Chiefs, Titans, nobody cares. Jags, Broncos is
That's a
massive game.
One.
Massive.
That answers a lot of questions about how good the Jags are.
And the Broncos, for that matter, right? Because this is a pretty potent. I mean, it's going to be in
I wonder what
Denver.
the line is on that game.
Who does Houston play?
I'm getting to it. Falcons and Cardinals, nobody cares. Raiders and Texans. There you go.
Yeah,
Raiders.
They should win, and if everything holds, they should be able to hold on to their spot. Steelers at Lions. Both teams have to win. I mean, this is go time for both. Patriots and Ravens. Ravens are eliminated with a loss, and then 49ers and Colts. So we've got about half the slate that matters and half the slate that doesn't. Andy, do you have Jacksonville in your top 5? Are you moving them out for Houston?
There's a lot, man. I feel like from 4 to 10, there's a lot of
parity.
You can put anybody in there. I did have Jacksonville because I'm hyped on them for my top 5. I have them at number 4, and then the Bills at 5. But like FP says, pretty much every week, anywhere from 5 to 9, they're interchangeable. You can put the Pats, the Eagles, the Packers,
Eagles.
Houston.
No, I can't do Eagles either.
No Packers.
Sure.
Eagles don't pass.
But yeah, sure.
Packers
whatever.
if they kept Micah, sure. No Packers.
Yeah, I mean, Micah losing Micah.
You guys are missing my point. It's just,
yeah, their records
That's
are all
so
the
annoying.
same, but I mean, is anyone buying the Packers with the loss of Micah? No way. I mean, they're not the same defense.
And I think
take
Watson
the
got hurt
Packers
too.
out. I don't care. That's my point.
Okay, but I'm taking the Eagles out too. I don't think the quarterback's any
take
good.
'em out.
I don't think Saquon. Okay,
From 5 to 8, interchange.
all right.
anybody you want.
Okay.
San Francisco. Who cares, guys?
Give me more reasons to disagree with Andy. I like
Do you have
his mustache furls up a little bit?
Do you have a super preview? Just long shot Super Bowl prediction at this point, based on what you see, or maybe a matchup you want to see?
So I don't know how the brackets are going to play out yet, but I'd like to probably see the Rams in there. They're the best team. They've been the best team in the NFC. And then in the AFC, I'm glad the Chiefs are out. I really don't want the Bills in the Super Bowl. I don't want the Ravens. I want somebody new. Let me see like a Houston.
I mean, the Bills in the Super Bowl isn't.
I mean, Rams Bills would be
new.
a
That would be a shootout.
that'd be a pretty good game. Rams Broncos could be an interesting game.
Broncos don't deserve it.
I think Broncos Bills is probably your AFC Championship game, and I think your NFC Championship game is probably Rams. I don't know how seeding would work, but could the Seahawks do it?
That's what I was saying.
I mean,
I don't know how
it's all
seeding would work.
dependent.
It could be them or not.
It would be another. I mean, that'd be a second championship game in a row where it's interdivision, right? So
There's
someone's going to
there's
win
a-
the division. Someone will be in the wild card.
there isn't a little part of you that wants to see the Lions get there.
I think I'd rather see the Niners get it there instead of the Lions.
But the 49ers have had their chance. They haven't been able to. They've climbed the mountain. They haven't been
but
able.
Part
to
of me
summit.
wants the Silverback to get his ring. He deserves one. And Kittle. I love Kittle.
Nobody believes in the Bears, huh?
No.
I think that would be quite a story. That would be quite a story.
It'd be so insufferable if they get it with Ben Johnson in his first year.
But I won't lie, the NFL wants the Bears to succeed.
I mean, they've been down for so long. I mean, you said it. The Chiefs aren't in there, right? Like, do you want?
But that's why you need the Bills to do it. Like, it's their one opportunity.
It's true.
Also, gambling kills the sport. It doesn't matter. We're talking.
You've said that every single week now. You just got to delete it off your phone. You got to just go back to the you and Joe Burrow. You got to find the love of the game again. You just got to get back to basics. All right, that was a lot of NFL talk. What else is going
gambling
on?
kills that called TD pass in the Rams Lions game.
Of course.
Was insane. No way was that a touchdown.
I mean, last week we saw the Ravens score a touchdown that was taken off the board
3 yards before the end
That's
zone.
right.
I don't understand.
Yes.
And the NFL still can't figure out what's a catch.
They have no idea what a catch in the end zone is, specifically in the end zone, because a quarterback can jump over the line and do the loaf of bread, and it's a touchdown. But a receiver, we saw this with the donk wide receiver.
Likely.
Yeah, catch the ball, take 2 steps, but he didn't. It wasn't a football move, or he didn't have control. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Yeah, it's annoying.
Talk to me, boys. What else is on your sports? In your sports vision these days. What are you watching?
Freaking Wild crushing the Caps.
Yeah, I don't know. Last week we were in here. You guys were telling me the Caps are red hot. Pay attention.
And then they've lost like 2.
They've lost several games in a row.
Well, I mean, the Wild are what the 3 seed in the West. It's not like they're losing to a bad team, but
yeah. I mean, what else is going on in the sports world? What else are you guys paying attention to?
Basketball.
John Wall telling everybody to be patient with the Wizards.
Yeah, I do like John Wall, the announcer. I gotta be honest.
He's not bad.
He does a pretty good job. And I get my fair share of Gilbert Arenas too on all the reels and his social media team. I mean, it's very good.
Yeah, they made him very lovable.
They made him extremely lovable. Yes. I'm getting a lot of Gil Arenas in my feeds. I don't know.
Are you guys gonna talk? The Diddy documentary in OMC?
We did talk the Diddy documentary in OMC. OMC 20 is posted. Yeah, I was sending some music off the Diddy. It was a good one. It was a good one. There was a lot. I
think
there.
the only other headline I'm tracking is FIFA semi-caved and made a bunch of $60 tickets available.
So are you following? There's 2 things right now with FIFA, right? When they awarded the North American continent the tournament, everybody agreed that they need to make cheap tickets and make it accessible. Newsflash, this is the most expensive part of the world. Okay, it is
one
not
of the
cheap.
most corrupt sport things ever.
Yes. So FIFA obviously doesn't have $60 tickets, and now they've announced that they're going to release a limited amount of $60 tickets. I'm willing to bet that it'll be less than 5% of each stadium at $60. And it'll be a lottery system, which will be corrupt in and of itself. The tickets
will go to scalpers, and
the tickets will go to scalpers or third parties, right? I mean, does anybody believe that you can actually attend a World Cup game for $60?
Would be epic, but no, that's not happening.
There's no chance. There's no chance. The second issue with FIFA is that they let Seattle host the game. And Seattle, which is basically not America, decided way before the teams were drawn or anything else that they were going to have a pride soccer match, which what the hell does that even mean? But then the draw happened. Boys, did you see who's playing in the pride match? Pretty hilarious. 2 champions of human rights, Egypt and Iran, who both have soccer federations, who both said, we're not playing in the pride game. And of course, Seattle's response is, yes, you will, because this is Seattle and this is what we're all about. FIFA has 2 options here. Get Seattle to back down or move the game. Move these teams somewhere else. What do you think is more likely to happen?
I think I'm I think I want to fight for both sides in this debate. I think forcing the pride game is stupid and you shouldn't do it. But on the same argument, or the flip side of that argument, is when the 2022 games were in Qatar, it was all respect our religion, respect our rules, respect, do whatever, do everything that we say because we're so strict about this, and that. And it's kind of BS that if America's whole shtick is land of the free, you know,
It's
even
not
if you
our
don't like
shtick.
it.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to call freedom shtick, but
even if you don't like it,
it's a
you
bit
know,
wild.
we are the continent that can host a pride game. Deal with it. You know, there's a little bit of democracy at play here because it's, do you respect the pride game and you just do what America says because it's America and this is something that a lot of Americans care about?
Not a bad take, FP.
You know, it goes both ways, but you know, it should be a live argument, right? When you see the groupings and you go, that's probably not going to play well from a PR standpoint. Okay, yeah, fix it. It shouldn't, move the pride game. Don't cancel the pride game. Just move the pride game.
But they should also, I mean, FIFA's the most corrupt, period. They got this all wrong. Like, they should have rigged this or just done it a little bit, smarter, where you get a couple liberal countries obviously going into Seattle, right? And you get the Arab nations or the Persian nations playing where their fans are.
South.
Get them in the South, or get them in Michigan, right? Get them in Ann Arbor, right? Where like their people are,
yes.
Right?
Or give them New York
or somewhere, right? Not, I mean, Seattle. Have you been to Seattle? Seattle stinks.
Yeah,
it's very far away. It's not that nice. I mean, that's
Canada.
It is Canada, Jason. You're right. It is Canada.
It's Canada.
It is. Yeah. I mean, this is. Ugh. All right. Anything else your boys are tracking? Dollar, we were talking about starting yet another podcast. A car show.
Sounds great. I'm out.
yeah.
Did you say you're out?
Yeah. I don't know if that
Why?
means he's quitting this show or if he's quitting. He doesn't want any part of that show.
You like cars?
I like cars, but I'm not a car guy.
We'll make you a car guy. That's the point of the show.
If we did a cooking
There
channel,
comes
though,
a
would you
point
be?
in time where every middle-aged man either gets into smoking meat, gets into guns, or gets into cars. Those are the three things.
No,
Okay.
there's more.
I mean, there
Golf.
are more.
Those are the
Adultery.
three things, guys.
Golf. Insane about their fitness.
Yeah, I mean, that's true,
No.
too.
It's
That's true,
smoking, it's guns, and it's cars. That's it.
too. Okay.
I mean, if you make it just smoking in general, yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's been excessive smoke in your square on the video.
I've chosen smoke.
What do you
That's
smoke?
All
my
right,
path.
smoke us some meat while we discuss cars.
Hey, did you make dinner? You were talking a big game about how you were going to make dinner today.
I did. We're not fasting, so made some ribeyes, some fully loaded baked potatoes, mac bash from my mom, and
Very nice.
green beans with bacon.
That's an
Nobody
excessive
has
spread
anybody
for two.
has
for
anybody
Tuesday.
done the Japanese sweet potato and done that?
What is
From
this?
H Mart, you just grab it and eat it.
No. Like they sell raw sweet potatoes, but they sell the Japanese sweet potatoes, which are the yellow white ones. They're still sweet like a sweet potato, but not as sweet. Highly recommend. Highly recommend.
Asian store that you go into during the autumn or winter months, they have a little oven.
They have it,
that
yes,
is
they
sitting
have it
right
going.
there in front of the doorways, and it is just a whiff of heavenly sweet potatoes.
That
and you
is
just
that is
like,
the Japanese.
What the
sweet
hell are you
potato.
guys talking about?
Listen,
Yeah.
Joe.
It's
I'm
so
still
good.
sweating
Trust me.
cauliflower bites from last night.
Trust
I
me,
will
trust
never
me.
eat those things again.
Japanese sweet potato. Take it, bake them, open them up.
All right,
but
send me
make
a
it
video.
Savory.
I'll
Make
send
it
you.
Savory.
Send me a video. Let me see
So
what we're
good.
talking about here.
So good. I put everything bagel seasoning on mine.
Listen,
So
next
good.
time we do a glory hose hangout, I can't do cauliflower bites again. It just messed up everything. The smells coming out of my upstairs and downstairs. No. I can't do it again. Can't do it again. Got to stick to the basics. And way too much Coke Zero. Way too much. I was awake for a long time.
I need if there are listeners out there, the group chat is called Glory Hose, not the other thing. There's no L in the second word.
We enunciate here, FP. What are you concerned
I'm
about?
just making sure
Yeah, come
that they
see us.
don't think anything unsavory about this group. We're also eating Rice Krispie, Fruity Pebble Rice Krispie treats at the table yesterday.
Yes, they
and
were
to everybody
smuggled in.
else in the restaurant, we may as well have just been getting high and
It
taking
was-
all the marijuana.
It was a very spontaneous and fun evening. Yes, but the
Yeah,
cauliflower
Paul was double
bites.
fisting.
I'm out. I'm out on the cauliflower bites. Anything to plug, Andy?
Nothing to plug sports wise, but I'm intrigued and interested that they discontinued the Ford Lightning. That was my.
Didn't he just say? Didn't he just say he didn't want any part of the car?
On the car podcast
He
and
literally
bring
just
up
shit.
cars.
Yeah, what is this? Cut his mic off. What is this?
Come on.
This guy's
That was my
troll.
EV truck of choice, and I was very, very invested.
should still be.
in getting
You
one.
should get a real truck.
Yeah, Nissan.
Alright.
Yeah, hard body.
Well, that's my plug. I really want one. Maybe if the price is right, we'll see.
FP, what are you plugging?
Everybody needs to watch the F1 movie on Apple TV.
I am going to watch it between now and Christmas, and I would like to do an OMC on it. Andy,
is
have you seen
so
it?
good.
I've never seen it.
I haven't
plan
seen it
on
either.
watching it.
Can
It's
we?
so
Can
good.
we all watch it? And we'll do
Yes.
OMC 21 can
Yes,
feature.
I think I
F1
have
movie?
a crush on Brad Pitt again. It's like the 90s all over again.
I mean,
Well, is
You could
Peter
be
going to be
divorced.
hosting? I'll get on if Peter's hosting. If not, I'm not doing it with you two.
Hosting? Oh,
why
power
can't you
move.
do it with us, Andy? We had some really good episodes.
You guys don't know anything about movies.
That's-
I bet.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
Beg
What's
to
up,
differ.
boys? What's up, boys?
I
Come
think you should be. I think you should be on the show.
I think you like to fight us just to fight us.
I think you should get your boy
I
Thomas
did
to come on the show
OMC.
too.
I did OMC for like 5 weeks until you two just completely pushed me over the edge.
We didn't push you over.
was a
the edge.
long
You
time
pushed
ago.
Yourself over the edge.
It's a long time ago.
There we go. Here we go.
Look, all I'm saying, grand scheme of
I mean, we're not allowed to have
all the
dissenting
movies
opinions.
out there. You can't knock us for not liking your 3 or 4 subpar medium ranked
Yeah,
movies.
here we go. You like just little jabs right there? Is that what you're doing? Little jabs.
My
Usual Suspects
goodness.
is a classic. Ready Player One is a great, entertaining movie.
Oh
you
my
guys
God.
don't.
So what?
Okay.
We have to revise our movie rankings so you come back and do a show with us.
Maybe I have 2 movies.
Let's make it-
lined up ready
let's-
to go. But I know you guys are not. gonna
Let's
like
let's
it.
let's
change
hear
our
it.
let's
Classic,
change our rankings.
excellent movies.
Let's make it binary. Watch or don't watch.
No, and I'm not capitulating to Andy. No. What are the 2 movies? Give me the names. I will watch them.
I'll watch them right now after the show.
Yeah, I got time.
I'm gonna give them the name of the movies just for you to come
Are
back.
they
crap all
classics?
over them.
Are they classics we haven't seen?
I'll watch it right now.
That's
right
the
after
premise.
You
show.
haven't seen them.
Okay.
You haven't seen them, but
Let's
they
hear
are
it.
real movies. Like
Okay.
they're actual movies. That
Okay,
you have to,
okay.
Like, pay attention to.
Give it to me.
We watch movies. Yes, go ahead.
Have you guys seen Taxi Driver? Robert De Niro.
Saw it. Love it. So it doesn't
I actually
qualify.
have not seen it. I
You
will
should watch it. That's a, I'll tell you right now, that's a solid 3.5. Excellent movie. Well, I mean, it's not great. It's very good.
Okay. Yeah,
What's the
all right,
second
all
one?
right.
What's the second one?
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Black and White?
I feel like
Yeah.
I watched
I
that
feel like
in
I've-
English class.
Or did I
in
read
high
the
school.
book?
I think they like rolled out the
Not a
cart
book.
on the old CRT TV, and I watched it in English.
It is
class.
a very old movie. Very good movie.
Does any platform
It's
have
about
it?
Huh?
Does any who's got
Can
it?
we
What
stream it?
platform? Yeah, where can I stream it?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't checked. I don't know what you can stream it. Maybe look it up right now.
I mean, how between those
Excellent
two,
movie.
which one would you recommend more?
Cuckoo.
Okay. FP, I'm down to watch it.
It's
Are you?
about it's a guy who goes into a mental and he.
Okay. Don't say anything else. I
Okay.
am committed. I will watch it. Can you watch F1? We'll do F1 and Cuckoo
I
on the
can
next
watch F1.
OMC. How long is
All right.
Cuckoo?
To watch it.
I mean, it's a movie from
Pretty long.
1975. It can't
3
be more
hours.
than an hour and 15 minutes.
No, I
I
think
don't
it's
remember
really
if that's
long.
the one.
I think it's long.
Yeah, I don't remember if that's the 3-hour one or not. Hold on.
I might need to look that one up.
F1 might be. F1's actually kind of long, but you get.
Am I gonna
captivated.
like F1 FP?
You're gonna love F1.
Any guns?
No, it's F1.
Only cars. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
F1 for Formula One, not Fast and Furious one.
Don't. Why are we taking shots? Why are we taking shots? Dude, Andy opens the door. Everybody just shooting. There's bullets
Hey,
everywhere. now.
I love Fast and Furious.
When was the last time you watched
Where in IMDb does it say how long the movie is?
on Google?
No, IMDb.
I mean, we're all gonna look this up. Hold on. All right.
Oh, here we
2
go.
hours
2
and 18 minutes.
Yeah.
You know what?
That's not too bad.
I have a flight coming up. I'll check it out. Is there anything that's gonna get me in trouble watching it on an airplane? All right.
No.
Okay.
No.
FP, we got some homework.
75 with Jack.
It's not an Abdul Carter movie. You're good to go.
Find. Yeah. Okay, so we will watch F1 and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest for OMC 21. I'm good. I'm in. I'm good.
I'm shocked you saw a Taxi Driver.
Taxi Driver. I mean, it is a classic.
I mean, I know everything about Taxi
It
Driver.
is-
I've
it
just
is a
never
classic.
watched it from beginning to end.
You want to sub it out? You want to do Taxi Driver instead of Cuckoo? Andy, you pick. We'll send it to Peter too. Tell him to get caught up on both.
Let's do Cuckoo. Cuckoo's a good one.
All right, let's do it.
Okay. Are you caught up on Landman?
I need to watch
back.
Sunday's episode.
Yeah, I'm one episode back. I'm looking for. I think I'm gonna knock that out tonight, and then I'll be doing. How about Hard Knocks?
Landman and Hard Knocks is tonight.
Yeah. How are you feeling about Hard Knocks so far? There's one observation. Let me just share my observation. The Dallas Cowboys are in a completely different league from an infrastructure and facilities perspective than everybody else in the league.
Yeah, of course.
It's incredible, actually, that what their facility looks like.
I mean, we talked about it when they had their own Hard Knock season. That opening credit where they flew the drone through the entire facility was insane.
Yeah. I mean, Jerry Jones went to his team and said, everyone's going to be watching this. We want every free agent to come here. Make sure we look good.
I mean, businessman extraordinary. You can't knock him.
Can't knock him. Okay, boys. Thank you very much. Episode 363 in the books. Thank you for hanging out with us. The show is DTC. Get it wherever you get your podcasts. And do me a favor, personal favor, find us on Patreon and hit subscribe. OMC20 is posted there exclusively. This episode, along with the entire back catalog of 362 additional episodes of the podcast, are there as well. Plus some photos from our live events. We're doing our best to get that set up so we can eventually migrate over there. We appreciate you very much for hanging out with us. Until next time, I think we're going to get one more in here before Christmas. We're done for now. We are out.